ECOWAS gender energy policy is very important because it will help women to be more productive in all different areas and sectors. So we hope that access for women to energy will have a good impact on productivity and on involvement in the labor market, but also in involvement in the international and regional market, in terms of trade, in terms of agricultural products to be available for the countries and for at international level, in terms of time saved, but also in terms of access to new technologies and access to the labor market.
The power deficit often impacts women more than it does on men. Women are the ones who are primarily involved in collecting fire, cooking, these issues which are really made worse when there's no power. So for those two reasons, it's important that we address the power deficit. We also make sure that the policies that we put in place also promote gender equality. There is no substitute for good policy, so getting the policy right is extremely important. But the second thing, which is equally important, is the practical implementation of that policy. And so I would expect the workshop, and I would hope the workshop would come out with practical ways to implement the policies.
It's not just a contribution to universal energy access. 80% of the household energy, domestic energy requirements, is provided by women. So how do we get this service to them without embedding them? So now you see the game changing. See more and more women coming up into the production, policy formulation, policy development, implementation of the policies, and even the production and distribution of energy services, women coming in and not just consumers as they have always been of the end product.
Well, very briefly, just because I was not aware until yesterday that
this particular policy must change the whole environment. That's one where we look at the issue of equal access by all citizens to energy. I mean, we talk about that. There is that approach in the energy policy of the African Development Bank as well as the energy policy of ECOWAS itself. That we must ensure that women are central to not only to the energy policy, but that women are able to access energy at an affordable price. This is a very critical issue. Let us use this policy to be audacious and to change the way Africa views energy and see women as mere beneficiaries. Africa should see women as part of the agents of change that will make the policy a reality.
We would work together to achieve.
Together to fight